Do you think that UGC NET JRF is the only pathway to get the fellowship while doing a PhD in India? Do you know that alternative source of the institution who are providing the fellowship while doing a PhD without qualifying for the JRF also? Let's unlock all these doubts and clarification in this podcast. Hello everyone. Welcome you all to the Achiever Sada. So myself, Vodnala Shivalingam, a qualified NET JRF in Commerce, and I teach for the UGC NET Paper 1 and Paper 2 Commerce and Management in this platform, Achiever Sada. Welcome you all to the Talk with PhD Scholars podcast series. In this, as part of the episode number 1, we have a very special guest, that is Shraddha Dwivedi, who is an PhD scholar from IIT Dhanbad, which is a prestigious institution in India. And she's going to share her experience of getting into PhD admission without qualifying for the JRF and getting the equal amount of the fellowship as UGC JRF. So let's interact with her and to know more about journey from the NET to PhD. Hello, Shraddha.
Hello, sir.
So how are you? And first of all, congratulations for your admission in IIT Dhanbad. So how was the entire process, and when did you started your UGC NET preparation, and when you qualified for the UGC NET? After that, how you went into this admission process?
Okay, sir. So starting from the start, when I was in my post-graduation MCom, I started my preparation for NET, and initially, actually at that point of time, it was a corona duration, and at that point of time, this online education was emerging. So very initial stage, and at that point, I used to study by my own for about 3 months. I have studied, and after that, I used to watch the videos from YouTube, and from there I got to know about an academy. Actually, Reema Nayyar ma'am was there, and her videos I saw first there, and from then I joined an academy and took the subscription for 3 months. For the first month, I just messed up with all those educators, and in that month I identified that which educator I need to follow, and I identified your videos very much apt for my sense of understanding. So I just followed all your videos for paper 1 and paper 2 as well. And for 3 months, I took your guidance. Basically, 2 months. For first month, just the messed up one. And after that, I gave my exam and I got 98.61 percentile, and it was missed by point some percentile for JRF. So I thought, okay, this time also I will give my second attempt. So this first attempt was the merged attempt of 2020 December and 2021 June. So it was merged, and it held in 2021 September or something like that.
Yeah, that
And
was a merge cycle due to corona disturbance.
and then in the next year also the same took place. Exactly same, that in next year also it was merged, and even so next year also I was allowed to give only that one exam, and in that also I got 99.61 percentile, and in that I was missed by 0.08 percentile for the JRF. Then I decided, okay,
So in
I have
both
wasted
attempts, you qualified only for the NET.
For the NET and missed by just that little point. So I decided, okay, now actually time is passing by and I've completed my MCom by that time. So I need to get enrolled. So I filled up the form. Basically, my priority was to get admission to a place nearby my house. So I am from Varanasi. So what I got to know, that I got to know about Triple IT Allahabad. There I filled up the form, I gave the interview, and then I got selected. So after analyzing everything, I took the admission. And then after some time, I just switched the institute to IIT Dhanbad, where I gave the interview and got selected.
So what was the admission process after application? Like in which month the admission process will start generally in the IITs or the triple ITs?
Okay. So there are basically two sessions, monsoon and winter. So if talking about winter session, you need to actually check the website of each institute, because each of them have their different timeline. But basically, I guess from October to November. You have to fill up the form, and in the month of December you have to give the interview. Like this, of most of them are there, but there might be some changes. So individually you need to get to the website of the institute.
Is there
And
any entrance exam they're conducting apart from the interview?
Yes, in Triple IT they have conducted one written interview of those who have just qualified NET. For JRF they were just allowed to give the interview directly.
Because they are
But
going
in
to provide the fellowship after getting admission.
but if talking about IIT Dhanbad, they have not conducted any such test. In IIT Dhanbad, we all the NET student as well as the JRF student were given equal opportunity. The only difference was that we were not allowed to choose the guide, but JRFs were allowed to give the preferences. Okay, I want first at first this, second at this, third at this. But if the same thing, if I talk about Triple IT, in Triple IT, even NET were given the opportunity to choose the guide. So basically, what I want to say here is that it depends upon institution to institution.
Yeah, they vary with their guidelines and regulations. So
Hmm.
according to their norm, they'll go. So in the
Hmm.
interview, what were the questions that you got asked by the panel, and what type of environment were they? Actually, generally they'll talk about the research synopsis. Did they ask you to submit the research synopsis or the SOP?
In my case, in IIT Dhanbad, they have asked to submit while filling up the form. And even in Triple IT, I guess I was asked to submit the synopsis, but that was not too much of seriousness because we don't have to submit it in
In
paper or something like that.
mm,
But yes, when talking about interview in Triple IT, I was not asked about anything about the synopsis, but in IIT, I was asked about which topic I would like to do research upon, just the topic, nothing else. But after that, all their questions were revolving around that topic related to research only, related to finance, as my domain is finance. So that was the first question that they have asked, and all the interview was carried upon on that topic only. But in Triple IT, this was not the case. They were asking just the general questions, research related, statistics related. But other candidates, to some other candidates, they have asked the questions like this: that what was your topic of the synopsis? So basically, mixed questions
so
are
we can
being asked.
expect the question from basic statistics or the research related things, and on the topic why you have chosen this one, why only this area, like that we can expect.
Uh,
It is basically total testing of the ability, like communication skills and how they are dealing entirely.
I really want to rank the communication skill to the top, because if you are able to handle each question with your communication skill well, I think you will get the admission.
Yes, because here
Hmm.
research, we are the beginners in the research while going for the admission in the PhD, and they know it very well. So they'll
Hmm.
ask basic questions about it, and also how you are handling each and every questions without stressing and without tense.
Even in IIT, many questions were like that, too much into the research, and I have answered, I am not still into the research, so I don't know it. I have not decided upon this. I have said, just simply said this, and they were okay with that. They moved on to the other question. So the only thing is that be truthful to your own self. If you don't know the answer, just say it. If you know it, just say it. Be confident and just master your little bit communication skill.
So
Hmm.
that after getting into admission, we will master over the research as well.
Because if you have cracked the net, you have the required knowledge.
Yes,
The only thing
basic
is
knowledge
just
will
to
also
master how you present it.
exactly. So that was the interview, and when when you talk about the amount of fellowship, are you getting the
Hmm.
same amount of fellowship, the benefits, or everything is same as the UGC JRF tracked scholars?
Exactly. Exactly same. 37,000 is for the first 2 years, and then we have 42,000. And we don't have to pay the hostel fees,
That
just the
HRV
mess
will.
fees.
Yes.
Huh. So exact
You
same
have a
benefit.
hostel, generally will get HRV as you are opting for hostel, so they will take that. It will not be
In
complete.
fact, get the contingencies as well,
Yes.
30,000. And
Mhm.
in fact, since it is an institute fellowship, so it is very prominent. It is in according to time. Like if we are getting our stipend at on first of every month. if it is a holiday, then maybe before that we are getting.
Yes, yes. So time bound they
But
are following clearly. But the UGC JRF they are getting delayed, huh?
sometimes.
Yes, yes, it is there. The problem is there. Sometimes it is
Mm,
happening. So if
mm,
somebody who is qualified only for the NET and is caring about their PhD admission process without the fellowship, how can we do it? These are the things which you experience. And what are the
mm.
alternative sources that you explored while going with admission? Like any other institutions that you identified who are providing the same type of assistance?
Most of all the IITs, I should say all the IITs, NITs, all of them are providing you the stipend, if even if you are net.
Mhm.
Triple ITs.
Triple ITs. So we have to
Hmm.
check whether our domain is available or not. Keep on checking the
Uh,
websites.
The
So
only
in
thing
Triple
I
IT,
want,
the finance was available. Triple IT Allahabad.
yes, sir.
In Triple IT Allahabad, which you went through with the process, na? In that your domain was available. Finance,
Yes, sir. It was available.
it was available. So
Hmm.
if the students can check all the websites of Triple ITs and IITs, they'll get to know the details of process. So there are two sessions in every IIT, two sessions of admissions.
Yes, two sessions, monsoon and winter session.
Okay.
Admission will be done in December in winter, and in monsoon, I guess July.
And
So that.
one more doubt is that suppose you belong to commerce. Will the
Hmm.
candidate of commerce be getting admission into management stream?
Yes, because I
Management
am
only.
studying the Department of Management Studies and Industrial Engineering. So my department in
So
management.
in majority of the IITs, there will not be any separate stream called as in commerce. It is management studies is the main domain there. So under
Yes,
that
sir.
only finance, operations, marketing, everything will come.
Hmm.
Okay. So nice to know, Shraddha. Actually, these details are not aware to the many people. That's why the main reason behind conducting this interview with her is that many people will scare after qualifying only for the NET and struggling for the JRF without the
Uh,
fellowship. How can we do the PhD? So all those people, you can explore the opportunities which are there, not only within your state, outside state also it is available. So if you can put some small efforts like visiting to the websites and getting their admission process, it will be very much useful to get into that admission. And if you
uh,
want, we will also have a students who are placed in various IITs and institutions across India. And we will get to know the details, at least if you can inform to us. And while applying also, you can use their references to get into the admission. So that's a
hmm.
main advantage you will have. So thank you so much, Shraddha, for sharing your insights and experience throughout the journey of your PhD. I hope it is useful. And if you want a podcast like this, please do comment and like and share with your friends. Please do subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shraddha.